Hello and welcome back to my channel. Now today's recipe you do not want to miss. It's a delicious and epic tandoori masala chicken wrap. I'm going to be making everything. So it's a very quick flavored 2-ingredient flatbreads. Then we're going to put some barbecued garlic, yogurt, some chutney, and the most delicious barbecued chicken, masala chicken, tandoori chicken. I don't care what you want to call it, but it is epic. And I can't wait to share the recipe with you. I have been dreaming of creating this roll for such a long time that I am super excited to share the video finally with you. So let's get cooking. You know the drill. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and I really hope whether you have a barbecue or not, you can cook this in the oven and you can cook this on the hob. The choice is yours, so you have no excuse for not trying this recipe. Let's do it. Now there are a few steps. I haven't turned the barbecue on, but before I turn it on, I want to get my chicken marinating. I'm going to put it in the bowl, put a lid on, and then it can rest in the fridge because it's going to take me a couple of hours. We're not eating yet, but to get the barbecue ready, and I want the chicken marinating in this for sure. If you can do it overnight, even better, but if you can't, then at least do it for an hour or so. So let's prep the chicken first. So the base is going to start with lovely 300 grams of yogurt. Now you could use natural yogurt, you could use Greek yogurt, you could use homemade yogurt. It does not matter, but it would be better if you use nice yogurt with full fat, because obviously it is nice, creamier and more delicious. I have been so ready to make this recipe. I've prepped the ginger garlic. I'm using 2 tablespoons of ginger and garlic chopped, so that will be around 6 to 8 garlic cloves and a big piece of ginger. I have just roughly chopped it up. Next up go in all the spices: a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of turmeric. Next up is going to be 2 teaspoons of ground coriander. Next we're going to add 2 teaspoons of red ground chili powder. This is just red chili, dried red chili ground up. You can use 1 if you don't want it too spicy. This is not a very spicy powder, so I am using 2. Next I have got a teaspoon of garam masala. This really is packed with spices, so it is going to taste phenomenal. 2 teaspoons of ground cumin, just a tablespoon of lemon juice, half of lemon or lime, whatever you might have at home. Now I've got a nice big bunch of fresh coriander. I'm going to just chop it up and add it to the bowl. I've just got like a little handful of fresh, just mint leaves, no stalks, just leaves. I'm going to chop it up as well. So this is just going to add some lovely freshness. And now I am going to add 2 tablespoons of oil. You could use sunflower, rapeseed, olive, mustard, whatever you want. And now I'm going to give it a good mix. It smells amazing and it's ready for our chicken. So I have got here 12 chicken thighs that I've cut into like an inch size pieces, no skin, no bone. So I'm using 12 because whatever I cook right now, I will cook, and then the rest of the chicken can sit in the marinade in the fridge for a couple of days and I can cook it fresh when we need it. But we might eat the whole lot, who knows. Seagulls are getting ready. They can probably smell the food. And you and I both know there's only one way to mix this, is by hand. So a real good mix. I'm not going to leave it in the sun, don't worry. I'm going to cover it with the lid. And these bowls are really good because they are non-slip. They've got this rubber bottom. They're really good and they seal well with lid. And they are from Hexclad. And this little new spatula is also from Hexclad, and they come with a set of 3. I've got all 3. This is going to sit in here and get ready for cooking in a couple of hours. Lid and fridge. I'm just going to prep the second thing, which is the flatbread. So I've got self-raising flour, 400 grams. Now if you don't have self-raising flour, it literally has some baking powder already added to it. So if you don't have that, use 400 grams of plain flour and add 2 teaspoons of baking powder to that. So yeah, 400 grams of flour goes in. Next, a teaspoon of salt. Next goes in 200 grams of yogurt. Again, you can use Greek or natural yogurt or some homemade one, doesn't matter. So 200 grams. Next, I have got in the same bowl as the yogurt, I've added 200 ml of water. What I'm going to do is add little at a time and make it into a nice dough. So I might not need all of it, or might need all of it, who knows, only one way to find out. So I just need a nice soft dough because it's really important that I let this rest as well. Again, the best way to do it is by hand. Need a little bit more, yes. So all you have to do is just cover and let this rest till you are ready to cook. Don't leave it in the hot sun, leave it somewhere in the shade. If it's a little bit sticky, it's fine. If it's too sticky, add some more flour. Mine is just, it is a bit sticky, but once it rests, it'll be fine. So the next step is getting the salad ready. So far we've got the chicken ready sitting, the dough ready sitting, and now it's time to get the salad ready, because this can also just sit in the fridge till we need it. So I'm just going to do half moons for the cucumber. So at the moment, I'm going to leave the salad undressed. I'm not going to add any dressing right now. I'll do it later. So just cucumber, tomatoes, and a couple of red onions. So that's the salad prepped. Now I'm just gonna make a very quick chutney as well. You guys know this chutney by heart now. A handful of fresh mint leaves, only the leaves, no stalks please. Now if you're not sure, you want to weigh it, that's absolutely fine. Whatever the quantity of mint is, say it's 10 grams, then use 20 grams of coriander, just double it. Wash, and with the stalks, use it with the stalks, just roughly chop. So coriander is always double the quantity. Now I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Now I really need some chili in here, but I've just checked and I haven't got any chili left in the fridge. So I'm just using some homemade chili pickle. So I want 2-3 green chilies, which I haven't got. If you have, then use the fresh. If you haven't, use whatever. I'm using a pickle. Then goes in some lemon juice of at least half a lemon, or lime if that's what you have at home. Next, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of yogurt, natural, Greek, whatever. That's enough. And just a tablespoon of water. Then blitz it. I'm just not turning the barbecue on till we are ready to eat. So I'm just doing all the prep I possibly can, so it's easier to kind of get everything going once the barbecue is on. So that's our chutney also ready. Now you can leave this in the shade in your kitchen or leave it in the fridge for a little bit till you're ready to eat. So while I am prepping everything, I'm going to do one last prep so that I can wash all this off. I won't need the chopping board after this. So I've got a little bit of coriander, handful. Just going to try and chop it as finely as possible. First of all, move this to a bowl, and then I'm going to get lovely red chili. I know I said I didn't have any chili, but I wanted to use it for the bread, and I had the pickle, so that did the job. So red for this one, so that the green coriander and red chili, so that if in case somebody wants to take it out, they can easily spot the chili. So this is, I didn't tell you what this is. This is the topping for our breads, for the flatbreads. So all my chopping bit is done. I can clear the kitchen, and I need to finish this. Now guys, for this, you could use olive oil. So add a glug of olive oil to this. You could use softened butter, but I have got some homemade ghee here, which I made in the laddu video, which you might have seen. So I'm adding some homemade ghee. So you need some form of whatever, fat, butter, oil, or like me, ghee, and that is the topping for our bread ready. I will put it in the sun and the ghee will melt, so it's absolutely fine. Right guys, that's all the prep done. Chicken's in the fridge, dough is on the shelf, there is the salad that's chopped up, there is the chutney that's blitzed and ready, and then there's a topping for the bread. Only thing I need to do is get the barbecue on, cook the chicken, and make the breads and bring it together. It's as simple as that. So now I can clear the kitchen up, wash up everything, and then get that going in an hour when we're ready to eat. Time for coffee. Hello guys, right, it has been a couple of hours and we are ready to eat. So I have just turned the barbecue on and I did clean and tidy the kitchen. Yes, everything is here prepped up. What I'm going to do is, while the barbecue is like still very flamey, I'm going to put these two on there just to start cooking, and then I can tell you what I'm going to do with the chicken. So as you can see, that's the salad leaves, chutney, our flavored ghee, chopped up salad, dough is here, and chicken's in the fridge. I'll take it out. So with the garlic, I'm just going to take a couple of garlic bulbs in a foil and drizzle some oil, just for the ease of it, because I have got a phone in my hand filming it. I'm doing this spray, otherwise I would have used the oil. Anyways, this is going to go on the barbecue. That is properly going strong. I'm going to place this here so it can do its thing. I've got the double stand because I'm going to do the breads here and the chicken right here. So what I am going to do is, I'm going to close this, let the garlic start cooking, and quickly prepare the chicken first and see what temperature this gets up to. That's the chicken out of the fridge, nice and chilled, and I've got a little tray to prep my chicken. So Hexclad have just released their whole set of barbecue tools. I might not need all of them today, like this I might not need today, but I do need the rest of them. So for the chicken skewers, I'm going to get these, they're washed and ready. I'm going to get the chicken prepped on these. So I have got 4 skewers because there's 4 of us, so I'm going to do 1 skewer each person. I've got this chicken all prepped up and looks lovely. Like I said, if you can do this overnight, then that is even better. And I'm just going to, it's so nice and tender, I'm just going to skewer the chicken thighs on here for all the 4 skewers. That looks good enough for 1 person actually. I'm keeping it nice and tight so it can get some bits charred and some not so charred. Right, so that's the 4 skewers ready. I've got a bit left here, but I will need some of the marinade while I'm barbecuing this. And I am just going to take this outside as well. And this is all I'm going to barbecue right now. I think that's going to be plenty for 1 person. Oh, nice! The temperature has gone up to around 180, 160, 170, I don't know, getting close to 200, so that's great. I am actually going to get my chicken out. Now very quickly I am going to get dressing ready for our leafy salad. So a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, extra virgin, whatever you like, whichever brand, then a tablespoon or so of lemon juice, and then I'm going to add a little bit of mustard. Also going in is some salt and some pepper. There's just half a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Quick mix, just let it emulsify, and then this goes on some washed salad leaves. This is just a mixed bag from the shops. All I've done is given it a good wash. So that's the salad done. So this can go on our table because it's ready, and also ready is the chutney that can go on the table. Now with this salad, I'm going to do the same thing. Instead of mixing though, I'm just putting it straight on here. Some salt, some pepper, a little drizzle of olive oil, extra virgin, some lemon juice. Not too much because there's so much flavor in everything else. It's not like I just want flavor, but I don't want an overpowering anything. Right, so this is also ready for the table. So this is perfect 200-degree temperature. I've got my garlic still on there, and I'm gonna get my chicken skewers with a little bit of oil. There you go. I am going to cover this and put a timer for 5, and in that 5 minutes I'm going to quickly go and get my bread rolled out. Let's do the flatbreads. That's our rested dough. I'm just going to get some flour and get a couple of portions out. Sticky but rested for a long time. Don't worry about the shape. It's such a lovely, delicate dough. I never get them completely round myself because also I don't care. This particular flatbread, you don't really need perfect rounds. So depends. I want it nice and thin. If you want it thick, they might not puff up too much because they're nice and thin, but I'm not crazy about whether they puff up or not. So this is a personal preference for this particular recipe. I'm going to get this on a plate and get this out on the barbecue. This is going to be 5 minutes of me rolling, and in that time it will be time to turn the chicken skewers over. I love this dough. It's so light to eat as well. Okay, that's ready. So I'm going to take this and my topping outside. So this is where I'm going to place my flatbread. Okay. Also going to check on these. I just put them directly. Oh, they've softened. And this time I am not closing the lid. I want a bit of flames to get the chicken. I'm not going to get any real color on this because it's not directly on the heat, but I can get something on here. Just for a few minutes I'm going to remove this. That's our chicken. I'm just going to brush it very quickly. The little oil. My garlic is done, so while the chicken is just cooking last few minutes, I am going to prepare the yogurt. Just getting the yogurt done, so that is around 300 grams of Greek yogurt. I need a little sprinkle of salt, little sprinkle of chili powder. I've got this, try and show you. Oh, I can smell it. This yogurt, we never have enough, and you'd think, oh, why don't you make more? How much ever I make, it goes, because we all love it. Look at that. That smells so good. Oh, just look at that. Right, last 2 minutes, I'm going to turn this down, let the flames get a little bit. I don't want it too charred. It's got lovely little corners, which is why I packed it in so that all the chicken is not like charred completely. Right, 2 more minutes. Right guys, our chicken is definitely done. Beautiful. Right, where is my plate? These are 110% ready. Just look. Okay guys, so I am just going to cook my bread on the chicken juices right here, because it's going to get the color from underneath the fire now, because earlier it was quite high up. Color or no color, till the time your bread is cooked, that's fine. Putting my second bread as well, while my first one is still on there. Right, both of them will be ready together then. And I've got my coriander, chili, ghee waiting to top it. Oh, shall I add on there? Oh, and let it get some color. Get a bit of burn, ghee, chili going on. Okay. Yes. I am gonna do the same with this one. Look, it's fluffing up, even though it's been sitting on the plate for last 15 minutes. These are like foolproof recipes because they never fail. And if you find any of this interesting, any tips interesting, then you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe. There we go. Guys. Oh, that is a perfect looking flatbread. Just going to finish this and then I will show you how I am going to serve it up. Oh, just look at this. So that's our bread. That's our garlic yogurt. Got our coriander mint chutney. Then I'm going to do some salad leaves. I'm not going crazy on this. Then I'm going to do the kebabs. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the salad. Just a little. I'm so hungry and it smells amazing. And it tastes amazing too. That chicken is so good. And those flatbreads are the easiest things to make. Guys, I've given you everything I have. Shown you the best way to make chicken kebabs on the skewers, tandoori chicken. Let me know what you would call this. With the easiest flatbreads, lovely, refreshing, garlicky yogurt and chutney. And I hope you're going to try it. I cannot wait to read your comments. So please do come back and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.